Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dwarf Fortress 2014 with me, the Green Dragon. Yep, you are happily dumping all the things out, hopefully. Right, you are depressed. No, oblivious to reality, so you can't register anything that makes you happy, I guess? Which is why you won't be getting any better? In theory. So, you are essentially done. What do we have a lot of? Not much of anything. Okay, so that's generally speaking fine. Okay, these are, I think, all where they should be. So that's okay. Not gonna claim that. Well, I'm gonna have to claim that. So fine, we'll do that. It's claimed now. Okay. Right, apparently we're starting to count that from nothing again, because the achievements do not migrate over in some sense. Which is kind of crappy, because I like my achievements, but what can you do? And then there is this, which is just done weirdly. Okay, what if we said something like this needed to be done? Okay, and then we did something like this to make a proper opening here, and not a derpy one. Okay, good. That's good, that's good, that's good. That will do. Relatively nicely anyway. What about up here? Nope, hasn't been dug yet. We do need another vein of gold though. We really could use another gold vein. That is certainly a thing that we could make use of. At least it won't take too long, because I didn't order too many things dumped out. So there is that. Can you shoot it or something? Okay, what the frack is going on with that cave crocodile? Okay. So copper battle axe. To the face, eh? Okay. I think that here we need an up-down stairway so that we can actually get onto the wall at need. I really think that that is something that should be done. Okay, so that's rock crystals, pearl ash. I wonder, do you just make one crystal glass, or do you possibly make more when you do that? Because I saw those guys carrying two, and it might be that we just had a backlog there. But I am hopeful that that might not be the case, maybe? Hopefully? Come on, make more than one. Please be good to me. Gods, you are taking a while, huh? Wow, you are really taking a while. I mean, I know I'm playing at low speed, but you have like no skill, probably. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Still not done. I mean, I could just check the wiki after I finish recording this, but that... Nope, just the one. Okay, yeah. Thought as much. Oh well. And what is that? Blood, right. Lots of blood. We are in fact covered in blood. Okay. Actually, in case that doesn't work, we can do it like this so that it's still accessible and someone can still... And apparently these are dropped there. Actually, The golden treasures. Munition. What the fuck did I tell you? What? Jagged bolts? No. No. Remove those. Wow, there are like no bolts left. Like none. Okay, that is mildly troubling. So we don't have as... Okay, and this is all essentially trash. Do we just need to get rid of at some point then? Don't have any bolts. Do we have active woodcrafters? And by active woodcrafters I mean woodcrafters that are actually active and have some sort of skill as well. Just the one guy, and he's one of our original guys anyway, so he's kind of a useless. I mean, he's useful but for other things. Okay, we have the bone carver, right? Let's make him a wood carver as well. Oh, you are also a leather worker. Oh, nope, you are actually something. Right, you're the clothes guy. And a bone carver to boot. Okay, let's create some small amount of overlap here so that if we lose one guy there's... You know, some... Well, you know, let's just make good things happen. And let's... and this we're actually gonna create a constraint. Bolt of any material. If we don't have... Oh, we actually have a few. Okay, so... We have 10 dwarves. I assume the squad keeps 250 bolts with it. So let's say we want to always have at least 350 to 450. If we have less than that, make up to 450, and let's just keep a constant reserve of at least wooden bolts. There we go, found some. Found some. There we go, there's gold. Just like I was hoping. Excellent. Good job, guys, good job. Now that will clearly need to be dug out. And some ruby cells. Oh, score. All the gold we could want or need. We are set. Oh, people are giving a lot of births, actually. So, you are all apparently managing to de-stress for the most part. Yes. Other than the people who are, like, really hurt or something, they're just fucked. And there is... Oh, we could find some diamonds in this. That way needs to be mined, obviously. As does this. So that's something for our miners to do. And that's great. It's perfectly fine. They're gonna have a happy fun time. Yeah, do this too. What is this? Pyrites? Sure. Pyrites is okay. You can do pyrites. Okay. So, there's more morions to be cut, apparently. Then there are... I mean, this does hold all types of gems, right? No, permit them. What about here? You can actually permit all gems here as well. There we go. Ooh, black opals, apparently. Which are apparently actually worth something, too. You know, sure, dig those out. Dig those out and we'll see what we have. We'll see what we actually have. Excellent. I am hoping for some diamonds, cause lanes of this blue stuff are the things that actually have diamonds in them. So that's... When you run into Kimberlite, you always want to dig that vein out, because there might just be a few diamonds there. And from what little I've seen of these since I started deliberately seeking them out, is you can usually have a pocket or two per vein, so that's like 10 diamonds you can get at least. Sometimes more, but you can usually count on that much per vein. Apparently also struck red zircon, I assume that's down below. Or even more down. Where the frack is red zircon? Oh, here. Okay, fine. Take that too then. Apparently I missed it somehow. Right, someone's throwing tantrum. Well, that's sad, but it happens. You can always make brass out of this zinc stuff. It's also something we can do to improve our value. Not that we need to make that much more stuff, but you know, that's always an opportunity. And there is resuming production. Shoes. Okay, so throwing tantrums. So let us, for the sake of argument, say that we claim everything. Also, how are we on? Okay, so most things have actually been worked through, so that's good. And you are happily making golden tables. Okay, I'm gonna remove a bunch of buildings here. And or a bunch of tables and remove them with and replace them with proper golden tables. There we go. That's a room now. Yay. Okay, everyone is back training in theory, and I assume that there is very little, well, there's some, but not a lot. Okay, so golden treasures, ammunition, bolts, you have 100. Okay, so where can I change the amount? Here? Sure. Okay, let's say that I want to... Okay. Let's say I want... Oh, I don't know, say 500 bolts total. Oh no, that's hunters. That's hunters. So, add item, bolts, yes, that's fine. You have that. And you have grabbed a fraction of them too. Which is perfectly fine, really, when you get right down to it. Okay, apparently that is not okay. Alright, fine. If you don't want to cut those, fine. Alright, I know actually where those Morions are. I know where they are. We're not gonna be able to reach them. So that's okay. We are so not gonna be able to reach them because they are in a place we cannot get to. Namely, within the thing here. Right here. So, you are now forbidden. As are you. That should fix some of it. Some of it, mind you. Okay, so up above... Well, people are currently all carrying stuff, so... Right, because the tables, you deconstruct them and then you dump them. And we do have a few gold ones to place. Actually, things being what they are, we can just remove all of them. Let's just make sure we haven't missed any. Okay, good. Good, so do that. Yes, just remove all of them, it's okay. Alright. Alright. smoothing wise, what do we want to do next? I think, actually, yes, let's finish this first. Let's turn this into what it should be, namely a neatly set up thingamajiggy. Yes. And then we might want to smooth out some of these as well, for glory and coolness. Cause reasons. We are all gonna be happily installing all of the new ones. Okay, so those got removed, that's good. That means we start making gold ones in their place. Because gold tables are fun, no? And it does make the dwarves a whole lot happier than just ordinary, trashy rock tables. Because, you know, it's just rock and uselessness and just sadness. And you don't want dwarves to be sad now, do you? No, of course we don't. That would be silly. Who would want these poor, stressed out fuckers to be sad? They're gonna have a tough enough, short, miserable, violent life as is. After all. So really, that is not something we want to do to them. We want to be... well, do we want to be merciful, really? I mean, could you really believe that I want to be merciful? Me, I'm not so sure I want to believe that either. That does not seem particularly believable to me. Sounds like total bullshit, in fact. Me, merciful towards these guys? I mean, I've been here for what I've been doing to them. I am not merciful. Not really. Not when you get right down to it. Anything else that needs to be worked? Let's just keep cutting gems. So, we're not making enough potash. Well, we should be in theory. I suppose we have a lot of things that are... Wait, what? I don't recall seeing this name. What happened? Finished up some work, very satisfied. No, that can't be you. So, Shem. Let's search him out here. What's going on with you, guy? Shem, what has happened? Shem. Okay, minor injury. Units. Okay, Q and Shem. So you're here, actually. Her right upper arm is gone. Oh. Well, that would explain a few things, admittedly. That would explain a few things. That could, in some respect, explain as to why they're upset. Why are you in here, though? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. It's fine. What about more tables? And why isn't anybody installing these? I would consider that a pretty important job, really, because clearly we need tables here. Okay, that was the granite one sneaking in. Thought I didn't notice, did you, you bastard? No, I noticed, and you are not getting in there. You are not. I'm really hoping that some of these dwarves, that a lot of them recover. I really do hope that they find ways to recover, like you. Under a great deal of stress, but it's all good stuff within the week. And we have struck rose quartz here. You know, I suppose we might as well, though of course don't see much point in doing that, but okay. Okay, yes, that's the claystone blocks done, and we still have some other type of blocks that we want to get rid of. Sterling silver blocks. Right, and that needs metal smithing of all things. You know, that's fine. Because they're blocks, so we should get rid of them. It's fine. Yeah, I really think we're choking on furnace operators. Because they have so many things to do. I mean, look at it, they have to make ash and charcoal in these wood furnaces, that's fine. Then they have to make potash from ash. Then they have to turn it into pearl ash. Then they have to melt these. That's like 8 workshops they have to work, and there's just 8 guys there. So even though in theory they don't have to do all these guys, like all these jobs all at the same time, they kind of actually have to do that, and that kind of leads to trouble. Cause, you know, animals, stray boar. Since when? Oh. Goodbye. Die in fire. Die in a fire. Okay, so that automatically unsuspends the... Ah, crap. No, we don't want to automatically unsuspend the bone bolts, because then... that... Wait, think about it this way. You have the bone bolts, so that needs a bone maker's job. And they won't get cancelled until a bone worker cancels that job and proclaims that there is no bone. At which point, the wood guy makes one set of bolts, and then when next that gets cancelled, it would just slow things down, okay? It just would. That would be a bad thing. Okay. Pyrites, eh? That's fine, sure, grab some of that fool's gold too. And we do have quite a bit of gold here. I think that this mission was a complete success, though we didn't find any diamonds there. We did find what we were really looking for. We found a epic metric F-ton of gold, which is exactly what we wanted. So overall, let's make sure there are no blocks that shouldn't be here. Green glass blocks, but other than that, I think we are good. So just use some of this kimberlite to close that up and it's fine. Excellent. Excellent. And you are doing that. Oh, that's why we're running out of pins, because we're making so much stuff, so much electrum and stuff, that really things are just gonna happen. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine then. And you're happily making pearl ash. Okay, good. So that was a stray boar getting slaughtered, that's fine. Although, okay, let us say that we want bone bolts, because there is some bone around. Let's work through that first, I suppose. Okay, so we have a few gems. It's hard to gauge the amount, but most of them are single digits, so really there's very small amounts left, as opposed to here where it's really a lot more difficult to judge, because each type of cutting is obviously a separate fracking entry. God damn it, that is so stupid. But we have something like 670 of these, so that's good. At least here it shows some sort of summary. We have a lot of clear tourmalines. I think that would make sense, right? We could start with those. Or there are a number of other ways in which we could start. Okay, so yeah, it was counting those two morions which were inaccessible. So now that they that we're not counting those, they do not show up as something that can be actually cut, which is good. It clears up the list, it makes things neater for us, and we don't have to keep rechecking and trying to figure it out time and again. I really do want to move away from this kind of massive consumption of wood, if for no other reason than that it leads to truly massive manpower usage. Yes, making this thing is a huge investment, I will admit that, but not having to make charcoal in vast amounts will be a huge advantage. At least for now we have some wood, which is good. Okay. So let's get this ready. Or rather just order this done. And I think we can order a bunch of mills as well. We have the wood, we might as well get started on these. And there is no harm in reserving some of that wood for this while we still have it, because while we have a goodish supply, I have no doubt in my mind that eventually that supply will be gone. As in very, very gone. As in due to bad things like, you know, massive burning of wood happening. I mean, considering how much wood burning we're doing, it's a wonder we don't have smog. Because that would seem appropriate at this point. So we have about 700 units of power, which is essentially 70 levels. We need another... well, another 80 levels, I suppose. Because it's about 150 or so. So, you know, that's good, but obviously we need more. But I think 20 windmills up there on the mountain where it's nice and windy, it should be enough. Anyway, thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, so see you then.